Hey guys! Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I have another What's Sold on Poshmark video. So I'm going to be letting you know what kind of things are working for me recently. So if you want to hear more about that, definitely keep on watching. For those of you who might be new here, welcome. I am a full-time working mom, but in my spare time, besides taking care of my kids, I enjoy making videos on fashion, beauty, mommy lifestyle, and also my reselling experience here on Poshmark. So if those kind of things sound at all interesting to you, please consider checking out my other videos, and also please subscribe, link down below as well. So again, for today's video, I want to take you through 2 weeks of sales on Poshmark. And just to remind you, I'm a very part-time reseller. I don't have a whole lot of time to devote to this side hustle or business, but I really enjoy it. It's really my hobby. I love sourcing. I love thinking about clothes and fashion, and I love spending time working on this project as well. So if that kind of thing sounds like something that might fit into your lifestyle in a very part-time way, I hope that my kind of videos are helpful to you. And you can see that just with minimal amount of hours per week, you're able to kind of do something you love and also make a little bit of side money in the process. So in the video today, again, I'm just going to remind you, I will be letting you know my take-home earnings from Poshmark, minus any shipping discounts and Poshmark fees, but I will not be covering my cost of goods. If you're interested in those kind of cost of goods type of information, please check out my other haul videos, and I've linked some of those down below. And in my haul videos, I definitely try to highlight my cost of goods when I'm outsourcing. So I'm going to be covering sales for 2 weeks again, and these are going to be the 2 weeks including January 26th week and also the week of February 2nd. So 14 full days of sales. And I'll say these past 2 weeks were interesting. So the first week was very good, as you'll see, one of my better weeks that I've had so far. And then the second week was one of my worst weeks I've had so far. And I really can't explain why that change happened, besides the fact that since I'm relatively small reseller still, I think you're just gonna have huge swings like this, just as random. So that's kind of what I experienced over these 2 weeks. But in total over the 2 weeks, I actually did pretty well, I'll say. And every time I figure that I might have figured out what's working for me and I have good momentum going, I quickly am reminded to be humble and to know that it doesn't always go the way you think. So hopefully you'll learn something from these sales that I've had over these 2 weeks. So I'm going to go ahead and just jump into the video. So the first sale that I had over these 2 weeks was this beautiful Madewell medium corduroy suede transport tote. It was new at tag, brand new from Madewell. And this was one of my purchases that I made in an attempt of trying to look into retail arbitrage. So as I've said before, I am not good at retail arbitrage. I think it takes a lot of time and research to feel comfortable making some of these purchases. And of course, by retail arbitrage, what I mean is you try to go and purchase items that are brand new from the store boutique or online and then try to flip them for a profit. So it's really tough to do because you're paying quite a bit upfront, which is the risky thing about this. But this is one of my retail arbitrage purchases. So I didn't make a whole lot of money off of this, but I really just enjoy shopping in general. So I kind of like retail arbitrage for that reason. It's kind of my excuse to go shopping. So this particular tote was beautiful. The transport tote by Madewell, in my opinion, is their most iconic, classic style of handbag that they make. I love the transport tote. I own one of them. So when I saw this go on sale, I figured I'd give it a try to resell. This is in a beautiful corduroy suede, which I think is a unique pattern as well, and perfect for this time of year. The color also was really a neutral, which is beautiful. So this particular item, I didn't have in my closet for very long either. I think it was only in there for a few weeks, and ultimately I got a best offer price of $80. My Poshmark fees were $16, so my net earnings were $64. So I'll just say that I didn't make a whole lot of money off of this, but I made a little bit of profit, and more importantly, I just enjoyed sourcing and selling this item. So if you can find Madewell items out there, especially bags, shoes, and jeans, I think they do particularly well. And the transport tote in general, I think somebody definitely will be searching for. So keep your eye out for this particular style. The next item is this beautiful Athleta black down long hooded puffer coat, and it was in a size medium. I thrifted this at one of my local Goodwills. I paid up a little bit for it, but as you can see, it was a beautiful, gorgeous coat. I would buy it any day again if I saw it out there. Just gorgeous and perfect for this time of year. Puffer coats, of course, as you know, are really trendy still, and you can't go wrong with a basic black hooded long puffer coat. Just gorgeous. It had goose down as well, so it was super soft and insulated too, although it was overall very lightweight. So really in like new condition. I just knew this would sell when I saw it out at Goodwill, so I was happy to pick it up. And ultimately, I did decide to sell this on an offers to liker offer for $100. Poshmark fees are $20, and my shipping discount was $1.80. So my net earnings were $78.20. So I did make a decent profit out of this coat, even though I did pay up a little bit for it. But it was just a gorgeous, gorgeous coat. The next item was this NYDJ, or Not Your Daughter's Jeans, Ami skinny jean with released hemline, and this was in a size 8. So it had a really cool wash and also a really nice released hemline that with some frayed hem as well. So those were kind of the nice kind of trendy features about this particular pair of jeans. And the rise was a mid-rise. It was 9.5 inches. So Not Your Daughter's Jeans is a type of brand that I don't actively source unless it has some special features or trendy features to it, like this particular jean does. I think I've had pretty good experience. I've sold quite a fair number of Not Your Daughter's jeans, but they don't sell for high price points. If you can find them out there at a decent value, I definitely would consider picking them up, but only if they have some kind of something special about them or something trendy about them, like this pair of jeans did. But ultimately, this particular pair of jeans did sell on an offers to like or offer for $24. Poshmark fees are $4.80. My shipping discount was $1.80, so my net earnings were $17.40. So again, I'd be a little wary of Not Your Daughter's jeans, but if you can get them at a decent price point and there's some trendy features about them, I think they definitely still do well. The next item was this Anchor INC 2-piece sheer blouse with camisole. It was new with tag. This particular item, of course, is sold at Macy's. I think that's their in-house line, and it was in a size extra large, but it's new with tag, and the retail price was $69.50 on the tag. It was this really cute kind of scarf type of top that was sheer, but it did come with an attached camisole as well. And just really cute, vibrant pattern, I think. So overall, I do not source INC or ink items just because I don't think they resell for quite enough. But this was unique in the fact that I like the style, but also it was new with tag, and I did get it at a pretty decent price. But ultimately, I was able to sell it at an offers to like or offer for $28. Poshmark fees are $5.60, and my shipping discount was $1.80, so my net earnings were $20.60. So again, I do not actively source this particular brand, but if you can get the combination of a good, trendy style at a very, very good price, I mean, I would consider it again. The next item that sold was another Madewell retail arbitrage situation. So it was a canvas and leather fanny pack bum bag. It was new with tag, and as you can see here, it had leather trims in addition to the leather belts that was adjustable, but the actual body of the bag was canvas. And these fanny packs, bum bags, as you know, kind of are all over trending now. So when I saw this, I just knew this would do really well. It was a retail arbitrage situation though, so I was not able to make a lot of money again, but I made a little bit of profit, and I just knew that it would do well. Plus these kind of really trendy, popular items that you just know are going to get a lot of hits, I think sometimes are also good to add to your closet because it draws more attention to your closet. So people are looking for these things and maybe will check out some of your items as well. So this particular item was only in my closet, I'd say, for probably at most 1 to 2 weeks. It had 37 likes in that amount of time. And ultimately, I did sell it for a pretty decent price of a best offer of $45. Poshmark fees were $9 and my net earnings were $36. So again, because I paid a whole lot for this item, I didn't make a huge profit, but I really enjoyed sourcing it. If you can find Madewell bags, again, I think they do pretty well here on Poshmark, especially these kind of fanny pack bum bags in general from a brand that's well known, I think do exceptionally well. So definitely be on the lookout for these. Of course, this is a very trendy kind of their moment style. I don't think this will remain as trendy going forward, but right now I think they're really hot. So the next items that sold were a bundle of 7 For All Mankind jeans. The first was a 7 For All Mankind jean high waist, really dark wash straight leg jean, as you can see here. It was a mid to higher rise. The rise measured 10 inches, and just a very cool super dark indigo wash, which I think is really nice for this time of year. It was in excellent condition, and again a size 29. I had sat on this for quite a bit though. I'd say for probably over 6 months I had sat on this pair of jeans. The second jean that sold was this 7 For All Mankind. It was called the Straight jean, and it was more of a mid-tone medium wash in a size 30. The rise again was about the same at about 10 inches. Really nice pair of jeans, although this one did have a little bit more wear than the first pair of jeans did, which of course I disclosed. As you can see there on the ankle, there was some wear. So this bundle of 2 jeans ultimately did sell for a best offer price of $60. Poshmark fees were $12. So my net earnings were $48 for 2 of these jeans. So 7 For All Mankind really does not move as well as I initially would have thought. When I first started reselling, I know I purchased quite a fair amount of 7 For All Mankind jeans because I definitely knew the brand, I liked the brand, and I thought it would resell. But that was before I really did much research, so which I definitely do not recommend. So 7 For All Mankind in general, I would say does not resell for nearly as much as I thought it would. These actually did okay, I'll say, but I did have to sit on them for many, many months. So they just don't get the kind of attention that I think other designer brand jeans do. So I'm very wary picking these jeans up. I think the Dodo jeans are still good. I think if there's a trendy kind of flare, a nice wash jean, especially high rise, maybe button fly, those all kinds of styles that I will consider. But just these standard straight leg jeans, I think just don't do quite as well anymore. So I was very happy to see these jeans move along. So just be wary of Seven for All Mankind when you're out there sourcing. The next item, I should say items, was another bundle for the week, and it was this bundle of Pilcro and the Letterpress Slim Boyfriend jeans was the first item. It was in a size 31, and I did haul this in one of my recent hauls from Savers. That is linked down below if you want to check it out. But this was a beautiful pair of jeans, as you can see here, and this was intentional. I think in that video I had said I wasn't sure if the bottom detail was intentional or somebody had had a DIY project, but this is an intentional style. The particular pair of jeans was called the Slim Boyfriend, and it was an excellent, really like new condition, just a gorgeous pair of trendy jeans with a beautiful hemline, as you can see there. And the second item that's bundled with it was this Madewell 100% cotton V-neck pocket tee in this beautiful shade of mauve color. It was again in excellent condition. It was a size extra large. So this bundle was super cute because I think that these two items would pair perfectly together with the colorways. That was kind of fun to see the buyer pair these two things together. The Pilcro jeans I would pick up on any day, of course. I think that Pilcro still does pretty well. Of course, that's by Anthropologie. And this particular kind of different, unique type of style, especially in the size, I think was extra nice. So these pair of jeans did not sit very long. I'd say only a couple of weeks or so. The Madewell top, I probably would not keep picking up. So I've said before that Madewell sells very well, which it does, but their standard tops, especially their basic tee like this, just can sit for a while. This particular tee, in my opinion, is one of their most classic tees though. I own several of them. I love them. They're really a wardrobe staple. So I think sometimes people do look for them. The thing is that you can't resell them for a whole lot. So if you can get them for super cheap, I think I would consider picking them up with the intention that people will bundle them like this person did. So I think for a bundle situation, this actually works okay. But if you're just going to sell them as an individual t-shirt, it's just going to sit just because you can't resell them for a whole lot of money. So I would really be cautious about what you pick up from the basic Madewell t-shirts. However, you know, nice colors like this, they're really cute, especially for this time of year going into spring, I think potentially could do okay. So this particular bundle sold for a best offer price of $60. Poshmark fees are $12, so my net earnings are $48 on this beautiful bundle. The next item that sold that week was my only pair so far of Mother jeans that I found outsourcing. It was the Mother high-waisted looker cropped in the Chatterbox colorway jean. As you can see here, it was intentionally distressed. Really, and I would say like new condition overall. Just a beautiful pair of Mother jeans. I never found Mother outsourcing, so I was so excited to find it. And the Mother tag is just on the back waistband, and you can see on the back pockets it has the M embroidered. So it was just a beautiful, gorgeous pair of jeans, and I was so happy to find it. It was a size 28. It did sit in my closet for a few months for whatever reason, but nonetheless it sold, and in that amount of time frame I don't think it's that bad to sit that long. So this particular pair of jeans I did accept a best offer price on of $70. Poshmark fees were $14 and my net earnings are $56. So Mother jeans is definitely a brand that I'm always looking for, and if I can find it in decent condition I will pick it up no matter what. The only problem is that I just can't find it so often, so if I ever come across another beautiful pair like this again, I mean there's no question that I'm going to pick it up. The next item that sold was this really cool and trendy Steve Madden pair of mules. It was called the Trace, is this design. If you know on Steve Madden, if you look at their shoes, in the inside on the lining somewhere, it'll have the size, but also have the name of the style. So it's easy for you to look up comps and things like that. So this was called the Trace, and it was in cow hair, it was in leopard print, and it was a mule. So there's so many trendy things about what I just said. I think that it's cow hair or hair calf. It was a leopard print, which is also trendy, and the fact that it's mules, and it was a pointy toe. So all of these things are working for this pair of shoes. I did waver a little bit when I was outsourcing and saw this pair of shoes because I had to pay up a little bit for it, and the only thing against these pair of shoes in terms of reselling was the fact that it was Steve Madden. It wasn't, you know, an amazing brand or anything, so I wasn't certain I was going to be able to make a decent profit off of this, but I wanted to give it a try because it was so trendy for all the reasons I said, so I decided to pick them up. And I was really glad I did, because really, to be honest, this thing sat for probably less than a week or so in my closet. It was super popular. So ultimately, I did accept a best offer price of $30. Poshmark fees were $6, and my net earnings were $24 on these pair of shoes. So I did make a decent profit off of this, which I was happy about, but more importantly, it just moved so quickly and got a lot of attention in the closet, which I was really happy about as well. And if I didn't mention before, this was in a size 8. The next item that sold was from a brand that I absolutely love. I'm going to be trying to do a video in the future about this brand, because this is a brand that in particular I didn't know much about before I started reselling, and now that I've been doing more research and trying to get more experience with the brand, I've fallen in love. I've bought several items for my own personal closet from this line recently that I want to share with you all and give you my thoughts on this brand. So the brand, of course, is Everlane. So I was excited to find these pair of jeans at my local Goodwill. The problem is you just don't find them so often. But our local mall just did get an Everlane boutique, so I'm excited because maybe that means I'll be able to source more items in the next few months to years. It was in a really cool darker type of wash. It was a high-rise skinny jean. The rise was 12 inches and a size 32. So when I saw all those things about this jean, I just said, oh, there's no question I'm picking it up. It was really like new condition as well. I mean, I just knew it was going to do well. It didn't sit in my closet very long at all. I did accept a best offer price of $45. Poshmark fees are $9, and my net earnings were $36 on these beautiful pair of jeans. So Everlane, even though I consider them a very sought after brand, the retail value for some of their jeans definitely aren't quite as high as some other designer brands. So you're not going to be able to recoup a whole lot of money from these items. So if you get them at a decent price, you should definitely pick them up though, because although they don't sell for a huge price point, they definitely sell and they move super fast. In fact, I think this is a brand that potentially has moved the fastest overall in my closet. So again, stay tuned for a future video. I'm going to try to highlight my experience with Everlane and also show you some fun new items that I picked up for myself. The next item that sold was this pair of Vans. It was a black perforated leather slip-on sneaker, and it was just their classic leather design. It was either women's 9 or men's 7.5, so it was unisex, and I labeled it as such, although I put it in the women's category. There are some minor signs of wear, but overall, really good condition. I actually did haul this in my recent ThredUp shoe mystery box or rescue box that I got. I don't believe I've posted that video yet, but that's coming up really soon, so I just listed this after I filmed that video, and it sold really within a day. So this is one of my fastest moving items through my closet that I've ever experienced. A pair of Vans. I mean, who would have guessed? But I think it's because of style. These slip-on sneakers are just popular in general from any brand, I would say. So that's probably why it moved so quickly. But this really was up for less than 24 hours before it sold. So I was super excited about that. So stay tuned for that future ThredUp shoe unboxing video. I will definitely highlight this shoe, but a whole bunch of other fun shoes that I got in that haul. So this particular pair of shoes, I did accept a best offer price of $33. Poshmark fees are $6.60, and my net earnings are $26.40. So not bad for a pair of ThredUp shoes, I'll say. So if I'm ever gonna come across another Vans kind of slip-on sneaker like this, I mean, there's no question I'm gonna definitely consider picking it up. The next item that sold was another pair of shoes. So it was a beautiful pair of slides from Banana Republic. It was a snake embossed slides. It was new without tags and a size 7.5. So if you've seen my other haul videos, you'll see that I did haul this in a recent Savers haul that I will highlight down below. So in that Savers haul, I did mention that I was very cautious about picking this particular pair of slides up. Mostly because of the brand. Banana Republic, as you know, probably does not resell for a whole lot, so I was very wary about that. And also because of the style. I mean, this time of year, I'm not sure how many people are really picking up these kind of summery looks, but as we're moving in more towards spring now, I think maybe these will start doing a little better. But I decided to go for it because I just love the design. I mean, it's beautiful. It had these beautiful snake print style with an extra separate little band there, which was just gorgeous. So I just love the style. I picked this up more for style. So really, I think my reselling intuition kind of worked because I knew that somebody else just like myself would fall in love with this, and they did. So it sold for a decent price, at least in my opinion. So it sold for $18. Poshmark fees are $3.60, and my net earnings are $14.40. So again, it just goes to show you that brand isn't everything, and you gotta listen to your gut. I mean, if you love that particular style, and this is the kind of style that probably would work well for your closet, you might want to consider it, especially if you're not paying a whole lot for it. I think it's reasonable to kind of take that little risk. Just kind of listen to your gut, I think. The next thing was this pair of Hudson shorts. It was a Hudson high-rise pleated cuff denim shorts. This was in a size 29. It had some really nice details. It was kind of a high-waisted short with kind of pleated flare out a little bit at the at the leg. Kind of a unique design. I have sold one other pair of Hudson shorts which sold for a good price point pretty quickly, so when I saw this outsourcing, I was happy to pick this up. And this particular style sat in my closet for a little bit, but I think it's just because we've been through the winter months. But now I'm starting to see more slides, as you just saw in the last item, shorts, kind of warmer weather looks starting to move. So maybe that's why this sold at this time. Nonetheless, I was happy to get a good offer of $20. Poshmark fees are $4 and my net earnings were $16 on these pair of shorts. So during the summer and spring months, I always look out for really nice brands of denim shorts because those really tend to move. So hopefully this is the start of that trend. And Hudson in general, as you know, is a brand that I always really consider picking up as well. And then the final item that sold during these 2 weeks was an item from my personal closet, or I should say items, and it was this bundle of this Tignanello leather satchel with a matching wallet. It was this really cool kind of olive green type of color, army green color. And again, this was my personal handbag. I've said before, I have a real hard time sourcing handbags, so most of the handbags in my closet now are from my personal closet. So this particular one I had purchased this several years ago, and I just love Tignanello. I think it's a great brand for a great price point. The leather is just beautiful and buttery. I have several of these handbags still in my closet now, but I had to kind of clean them out a little bit. This did come with a matching wallet. The condition was excellent. There was a little tiny bit of wear on the resin on the handle, which I disclosed, but besides that, it was just a gorgeous bag. I just hadn't carried it much, that's the reason. So this purse and wallet, however, did sit in my closet for several months. I'd say probably at least 9 months or so. And I think the reason is the brand. I don't think people who are on Poshmark, at least looking through my closet, necessarily actively search for Tignanello maybe. Also, the style isn't the most trendy style, but if you sit on it for a while, sometimes, you know, these things definitely do sell, so I think it's worthwhile hanging on to your items for a little bit. So this particular item actually sold for my full asking price. So it was for $40. Poshmark fees were $8, so my net earnings were $32 on this set. So I was very happy to move this set along, again, because it was a personal closet. So these types of items, when I sell, I get extra happy about because I can make room in my own closet for, and these are items I otherwise weren't using anyway. So I was happy to have them go to a new home. So there you have it. Those are the items that sold for me over these 2 weeks. I hope you learned a little bit in terms of what's working for me, and I hope that can help you as you go along your reselling journey as well, especially if you're a part-time reseller, because I think a strategy and ways of doing things change a little bit if you're just part-time like I am. So I hope this is helpful to you. If you have any questions about these particular items or my reselling experience on Poshmark in general, definitely leave them down in the comments below. Please also check out my other haul videos and consider subscribing to this channel as well so you don't miss future content like this if you're interested. Thank you again for watching, and I will plan to see you again in my next video. Bye!